Welcome back, guys, to another college football preview prediction video. And today's on a video of a team that I have so much hype for. Out of all the hype I bring around everybody, I have the most faith in my pick I have with BYU. BYU is just on a different level of wow, they're going to be really, really good this year. Or they might be really, really bad this year. Y'all see what I have for them. Guys, before we get into today's video, hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below. This is an awesome college football community, and I post videos like this almost every single day. So like I said, hit that subscribe button and turn post notifications on so you never miss a video when I upload. Let's go over BYU's starting quarterback in 2022. Jaren Hall is their quarterback, and he got hurt halfway through the year, but in his limited starts, he had 2,583 yards, 20 touchdowns with only 5 interceptions. He also had 307 rush yards with 3 rushing touchdowns. He can do a little bit of both. He's literally just like Zach Wilson, if not better. I absolutely love Jaren Hall. I think he's the mini Zach Wilson. He can throw just as good as him, and he can run just a little bit as well. The running back, Christopher Brooks, he came from California. He transferred over from the Bears, and he had 116 attempts, 607 yards with a 4 touchdowns with 5.2 average per reception. When you average 5.2 yards per rush, you're doing something good. You only need 2 rushes and you get a first down most of the time, which I think is pretty crazy. And Christopher Brooks is going to be stud at BYU. And then they return their wide receiver number 1, number 2, and number 3. We're going to go for the number 1 wide receiver in Pakanaka. He's really, really good. He had 43 receptions for 805 yards with 6 touchdowns. And he was third best in the whole nation with average per catch, and that is 18.7. 18.7 average yards per catch is basically 2 first downs and just 1 catch. He's a deep threat guy. He's tall, he's lean, and he runs really, really fast, and he's one of the best wide receivers in the nation. Defensive line, Tyler Batty is who they're going to be trusting on this year to get the sacks. In 2021, he had 23 solo tackles with 3.5 sacks and 1 forced fumble. Linebacker Ben Bywater was a freshman in 2021, and he still recorded 57 solo tackles with 1 sack, leading the team with tackles. They also have linebacker Matt Tooley, who had 37 solo tackles, 1 sack with 1 interception. They also had linebacker cornerback D'Angelo Mandel, who had 23 solo tackles with 4 passes defended. Their best corner on this team, and I would say second best corner in the whole entire nation, and that is Malik Moore, who had 20 solo tackles, 3 interceptions, and 3 passes defended. BYU did great in the transfer portal and did great recruiting. I can say anything I want. You can say anything you want to say about BYU, but I have tremendous faith in this team that they will do something really incredible this year, and they're going to be some of the best in the league at passing and defensively. I know their defense is going to be good, but it's up to me to see what Jaren Hall has to bring to the table, because Jaren Hall, like I said, is a good quarterback. I think he's going to be just like Zach Wilson, if not better, at BYU. But Jaren Hall, almost 2,600 yards in 9 starts. 5 interceptions is very low, and 307 rush yards. So if we all rounded that up, that would be a 3,000 passing yard season, 30 passing touchdowns, with probably about 10 interceptions. Time for your favorite part. And BYU's schedule is probably the hardest in college football in 2022. They gave things off week 1 against South Florida, and it's at South Florida. And I think they're going to end up winning this game by single digits. I think Jaren Hall's going to struggle in his first game. But when I say struggle, I mean only 1 interception, but over 300 yards. He's still going to do what Jaren Hall does and what BYU quarterback standards are. And then that's when they're 1-0 and they go against Baylor. I think they lose against Baylor just by 3 points. It's going to be a crazy game. It could go either way. But I think they're 1-1 after the Baylor loss. That's when they go into the Oregon game and they shock the world and beat Oregon at Oregon. So, like I said, another 2-1 after they beat Oregon. It's going to be a crazy, crazy year, as they're 2-1 right now. Then they beat Wyoming at home and they beat Utah State at home. They're now 3-1. No, they're now 4-1. They're 4-1 going to the Notre Dame game. They've won 3 straight coming off of Oregon. They have an Oregon win, and they're about to beat Notre Dame, and this one's at home. So they're going to beat Notre Dame at home, and it's going to be crazy. Now they're 5-1, and they beat 2 teams inside the top 10, because Notre Dame's going to be in the top 10 at this point, and so is Oregon. So the only loss coming to a Baylor team that's top 10. So they've lost 1 to top 10, and they beat 2 top 10 teams. This is when they verse an SEC powerhouse team that will probably be the 3rd best team in the SEC this year, and that is the Arkansas Razorbacks. And being 5-1 coming off a Notre Dame win, and they beat Oregon, I think they shocked the world in this one and beat Arkansas by 3 points. I think they have a game-winning field goal. And right now, Jaron Hall is looking like a Heisman contender. He has well over 2,000 passing yards and well over 20 passing touchdowns. That's when they go to a game that might be a ranked game, but BYU's inside the top 10 right now after 6-1 and 3 wins to a top 15 teams. And now you have Liberty, and I think Liberty is not going to be really good this year after the loss to Malik Willis. You have BYU beating them easily, and now BYU is 6-1. And they easily beat East Carolina, now they're 7-1. Let me recheck what their record is right now, because now they are 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 7-1. East Carolina, they good, 8-1. And then as 8-1, they verse a Boise State team that might be really good. And it's at Boise State on the blue turf. But I think they pick up a win in a game that probably is going to be ranked. Now they're 9-1 going up against Utah Tech. Easy win, 10-1. Stanford's going to be a hard game, but I think BYU is going to easily handle it and win by 10+. Now they are 11-1. Baylor is 11-1, and Baylor makes a New Year's Six bowl. I can either say they're going to make a college football playoff because they did pick up amazing wins against Oregon, Notre Dame, Arkansas, Liberty, and Boise State, and Stanford's a big one. But they did lose to Baylor, so that one might come in check of what's going to happen. But I think they could easily put them in the college football playoff. But as you know, they have a hard schedule, so you could think it like that, and they could put them in the college football playoff. See y'all guys in the next one.